So if we have 3 games today, right?
Yeah.
So let me see. So we have 3 games today,
We do
and
have 3 games, and actually we have a team from Group A that's competing as well. So we have 1 game from Group A and 2 games from Group B.
yep. So the Group A game will be the first series for today. It will be NP, which is standing at 3-2.
Represent!
Represent. Oh, so you're from NP.
That's right.
I'm from RP and SIM.
Yep.
I wanted to go for SIM, but not gonna happen.
Not today. Not today.
Not today. So NP is gonna go up against SMU, which is at 0-5, and then second game RP standing at 2-2 versus SP 3-1. Last, definitely not the least, is the main attraction. Is the cream of the cream, the premium crop. Is NUS 4-0 versus NTU. This is the battle of the undefeated.
Yep.
So whoever
Whoever takes the cake and whoever
Yep.
doesn't, it's gonna be a.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a thorn in the flesh. A
Exactly,
little
and
bit,
you'll be like, ha ha, you lose, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting. So while we wait for the teams to get ready, what are you looking for this Group B today?
Well, you mentioned meta picks,
Yep.
right? So I think it will be exciting if we see something that's off meta. But of course, I think even if they do play the meta, I'm looking forward. This is my first time looking at the Group B games. So actually, I'm just looking to see what happens.
All right, sweet. Well, we have Group A games in the first game, so maybe it's a fun.
Yeah.
So let's see, 3-2 against 0-5. I don't know. Maybe MP will be like, come on, let's just play around.
Well, it could be. I would be happy for them. Very happy for them.
All right, let's go to the first game for today. First series, MP versus SMU.
All right, I am definitely rooting for my alma mater for this one. So we'll see if they come out on top of this game. But already off the bat, first ban going to be Matilda.
Yeah, this is a very good band, especially when you talk about Matilda. You know, being a support. She's a bit of a flex pick, right? You can put her in the off lane, in the goal lane if you want to. But mostly I see Matilda is going to be the support in this case. When you build her tanky,
Yeah.
you know, especially in the late game, you know, she's going to be there for her team, especially the circling eagles.
Yeah.
Right? Huge amount of CC,
Yeah.
huge damage. So definitely a ban in my books.
Yep. And the next one is going to be Kaja as well. Equally annoying. You know, with the Divine Judgment, the insane CC over there. So I think taking that out, and along with that, going to be a Saber ban as well.
Yep, Saber is good. I know people have this love and hate relationship with Saber. Like, why are you banning Saber? You don't have to ban him. But here's the
Right.
thing though. Saber is a lockdown hero, especially his ulti, right? He's an assassin, so his
Yeah.
damage is huge, right? When you have Saber in your team, the opponent will be having like, if they have Granger, you know, all those marksmen YSS. You have Saber in your team, he's gonna lock down that
You're
marksman.
basically stuck in the air taking damage.
Yeah, exactly.
But no Saber for this game. Not what we're gonna see. The last ban going to be Xbox, also a very popular pick. So gonna see it banned out. But MP picking up the Benedetta as well as the Popo and Cooper. And on the side of SMU, the first pick is going to be Harley.
Wow, Harley. Okay, it seems like Harley will be using his retribution skill. So for now, I would say 70% he will be the mid laner, and I'm not surprised he's gonna go for that Shadow Twin Blade. You know, that's huge. It's a new item.
Yep.
You know, huge damage, especially in the early game when you have mage assassins, right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna build that Shadow Twin Blade first, right? They're gonna build the boot second. The reason why is because Shadow Twin Blades give you the movement speed.
Right.
So they gotta get the damage first, which is pretty important for mage assassin, and then after that they're gonna go for that for the boots.
So it's tough to deal with, you know, damage and catching up to you. But we'll see how they are playing out this strategy. In the meantime, SMU going for Ruby pick as well as the Glue. So a lot of front line
Yep.
potential, and Glue being extremely annoying to peel for the team over here. So I think matching up with the Harley is going to give them kind of openings to do that damage that you talked about earlier.
Yep, exactly, and especially when you have Ruby by your side. I'm on Fender is a huge CC.
Yep.
Right? So when you have that on the side of your team, it's good news, especially in the late game. You know how important it is late game when you go for that Lord, when you defend your base, you need someone who is tanky enough to stand in front of you. So if you have a tank and you have a backup like Ruby,
Yep.
your team is set.
Yep.
It's pretty much set.
So in response, NP having the higher booster as well as looks like possibly an Odette pick. But not locked in yet. No, it's going to be the Lunox.
More like it, Luna. So on the side of NP, we have Benedetta. Okay, Benedetta is definitely a good off laner. You know, she can split push, if you will. That's dangerous, you know, especially in the late game. Popul and Koopa is super annoying as always. Hayabusa would definitely be the assassin, I believe. Depending on what they're going to pick on the last pick, but for now, I'm going to put. Well, looking at the execute, right? He's probably going to be in the goal lane, but we will see the last pick. And okay, Sun is Sun. Yeah, I believe.
So, yeah, well, SMU is picking up the Sun, but we're gonna have to check if that's something that's gonna be let through, because we understand that it might be a hero that's banned out.
Okay, and you go Eudora. Again, Eudora is another hero. You know, Muntan specially called an emergency nerf on Eudora because of the constant banning. She's even more percentage ban. Is so much more than Natalia.
Yep.
That's how crazy it is. So, I don't know. Well, not that I don't know, but people have this love and hate relationship whether you want to ban Eudora or not. But in this case, they don't ban Eudora. So, we're going to stop for a bit and we're going to reset because because Sun is
pick.
definitely banned.
Yeah. So we might see the same heroes up until that Sun pick.
Yes.
So we'll probably go into the draft again pretty soon. But we talked about Eudora, right? I mean, the recent nerf. How do you see her right now? Like, is she still playable because of the nerf, or kind of not there?
She's still playable. She's not ban worthy. The reason why I say this is because the nerf that has been given to her. Okay, previously before the nerf, right? Her power scaling is similar to Harif, right? Early, mid, and late is equal throughout, right? But for now, after the nerf, right? Her damage dealing, which is mid and late.
Yeah.
Okay, her power scaling goes from mid to late. So early game, she's still okay. So not ban worthy, but definitely a worthy pick, especially in the late game.
Yeah. And also, you mentioned the ball lightning. You know,
Yep.
CC just going to be tough to deal with, especially as a mage. So looks like they might go into the Eudora again, but we'll find out later.
Yeah, we definitely. I think they will still go for the Eudora. The only hero that they're gonna change is the Sun. So we're gonna go. I don't know whether they're gonna show the game or not, because if they're gonna go for the game, I like to see those recalls. You know, the 2 minutes. You know, the teams like to do that when they restart the game. Yeah.
Yep. But in the meantime, what can our viewers do? We do have a questionnaire that we should be opening up to the viewers, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, so we do have a questionnaire for you guys to win yourself a cotton dry fit shirt, as well as a jogger pants, a set of Uniqlo live wear. You know, looking at us decked out in this really comfortable wear. You stand a chance to win one for yourself if you answer one question.
Yep.
So, the question is going to be, which of the heroes say this following line? Okay, you'll find out why Fizz is getting ready. Okay, so the line is, "Time to witness the handsome." So a hair flip right there by Fizz, but unfortunately it's not going to be Fizz.
Yeah.
You do have to tell us which hero says this line. So type your answer in the chat and hashtag Uniqlo, and you might stand a chance to win yourself a set of Uniqlo wear for yourself.
Yeah.
And something that they can do as well is to scan a QR code to download the app, right?
Yep.
Tell us more about that.
So if you download the QR code for Uniqlo, once you download your first purchase, you will get $5 off. So
We
that's
all
awesome.
love $5 off.
Yeah.
We love any dollars off.
Yeah. So usually when you scan an app, right, it's for free, but now you don't get it for free. Like you don't pay for it. In fact, you get $5 off.
And you stand a chance to win an Arism mask as well.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You were talking about the Arism mask.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's awesome.
what's great about that?
So basically, you know, now it's COVID, right? So having the air is a mask, you know, gives you the protection and all that. So you can use it, and it's stylish too. Like I like wearing all black, and they have a black and I think gray.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's about it. That's awesome.
I mean, you know, Uniqlo, it has, and you see the QR code now up on the screen. So whip out your phones, scan the QR, and download the app right here, the Uniqlo app, and you can, you know, browse through, do some shopping at
Yep.
home, since we should stay home as much as possible, and pick yourself up some Uniqlo items. They're
Yep.
super comfortable and fashionable. That's the most important part, right? You know, sometimes it's comfy, but it's not quite there.
Yep.
But I think Uniqlo somehow they nail them both.
Yep.
And that's just I don't get it. I don't know how they do it, but somehow they do it. It's comfy and it's stylish and fashionable.
Yep, exactly. So I think we are still waiting for the guys to get ready. So let's talk about the standings a bit.
Yeah.
We are at week 6 right now. All right. Next week is going to be week 7. It's going to be the last one. All right. And before I continue, let's go back to the game. I think they are in the draft lobby. So everything is going to be the same until the sun pick.
Yep. So we were talking about Glue and Ruby as well.
Yep. Glue and Ruby, perfect combination. You know, Ruby with the CC, Glue with the life healing.
Yep.
You know.
So what are we gonna see for the side of MP then, with their team composition so far?
Okay, so far when I look at MP, right, Lunox is a very flexible pick. You can put her in the in the goal lane, or she can be a support as well. But looking at this, I can see that Popol and Koopa will be in the support. What was the last pick for Odaisi? Dicey.
I haven't seen that, so maybe we'll see it
Okay.
just coming right up in the next one.
Let's see, if Dicey is going to go for a marksman, the marksman is going to be in the goal lane. Lunox will definitely be one of the support, and Popol and Koopa will be a tank Popol and Koopa. So let's see. Will
And
it
the
be-
tank Popol and Koopa is also, I know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like a 5v6. You kind of make it like a 5v6, right?
Yeah.
Because you have Koopa like in the front line there and annoying. So that's something that SMU is going to have to deal with as well. But looks like the last pick to round up their draft for MP is going to be Granger.
Alright, so as you can see Granger there with the Retribution spell. So Granger is definitely going to be the mid laner for this for this game. Hayabusa would probably be in the EXP lane. So I'm guessing he's going to be in charge of split pushing in the late game, and he can actually switch off with Benedetta if he wants to. But in terms of the draft, I like the MP pick.
MP pick?
Yeah,
Why is that?
It looks more meta, and it looks more equal throughout. Like you have that Alice, Ruby, and yep.
So we are jumping right into first game, Land of Dawn. And here are between SMU and NP. So on the side of SMU, we have the Harley, the Glue, Ruby, Alice, as well as the Eudora. And for MP, going to see a Benedetta, Popol and Koopa, Hayabusa, Lunox, as well as Granger.
Yep, for now, I don't see any teams will commit to any fights at this point of time. The most important thing is the Hypers must be able to reach level 4 less than 2 minutes, right? Get it less than 2 minutes before the first turtle spawn, rotate up.
Yep, and now MP already dropping first blood, and picking up the kill is Benz on the side of MP. And this is the early game kind of pressure that we're looking at, right? I mean, in terms of the team compositions, they don't really have like a tanky tank for MP, like a front lining hero. So Benedetta picking up the kill is going to be quite an advantage for them. And the aggression now, they're just all out on this jungle camp here.
Exactly, NP is doing well. You know, they are being aggressive, especially when they have that Alice there, and probably going to flicker there used by Eudora trying to save herself there. This is the thing that I was talking about. NP needs to be aggressive, right? Once they get aggressive, look at that.
Wow.
Look at that Harley. Harley is still at level 2. It's going to be close to 2 minutes now. The first turtle is spawned. He hasn't had his level 4 yet, so that's huge for NP being aggressive in this early game.
Yep, and well, looking at the heroes, they have reason and they have the ability to be aggressive like that, right? They have the Popol and Koopa, you know, with the traps to set it up as well, and then we have Benedetta coming in as the flank, and Hayabusa as well. So how do you think they are looking to take some of these fights?
Well, in terms of SMU right now, their Hardy is basically the main damage dealer, right? So the turtle is out. They can't possibly go for this. They gotta give this to Granger. It's gonna be uncontested. Granger's at level 4 right now. He has his ultimate. And as you can see, Harley there trying to get that, but Retribution has been used by Granger to secure that turtle. So in terms of goal advantage, it's not huge, but securing the first turtle is definitely huge for NP going towards the mid and the late game.
Yep, and it looks like they will make use of this advantage. JZ are in a bit of a trouble here. Electo being laid down to chunk health, but not quite enough at this stage to take this huge, chunky, heavy glue down.
Yeah, Glue, man. He's super tanky, you know, especially in the early and the late game.
Yep.
So they gotta use Glue, right? Now what happened is they go Granger again securing that kill up top.
Yep, and we saw MP stunned out, immediately melted to the ground is People. I think MP had that coming from a mile away. We saw, you know, rotating down Fate, and P's just setting that up really nicely, and somehow under the turret, still showing the same kind of aggression and taking away People. This is not going to look great if People can't get his farm up enough to scale into the late game.
Exactly, based on that two different fights up top and down bottom, right? It's 2 for nothing trade-off. Right now, as you can see, the goal difference is at 3k.
Ooh, a little bit of a lazy back here. JZ are here to interrupt that, and 3 members of SMU here trying to get the kill onto Benz. Trying to dash away with Electo around the tower, but it looks like they will still get the kill, and Divin picking up that one for himself.
Yeah, 3v1. Benedetta cannot do anything about it. She uses the Electro trying to escape, but here comes Alice there with the Blood Oath. But look at that Granger with that Rhapsody, and Hayabusa trying to get that back lane on the Harley, sorry, but Harley manages to escape. So I think both teams will be resetting at this point of time.
That's right. Divin almost falling down in that fight, but managed to flicker away to safety. And now the only one to defend this tower is Jazia, but now joined by Icy Angel as well. Brilliance being popped onto Fate to just disengage a little bit, and it will be a turtle that is coming up right now on the bottom side. Both teams looking to set their sights on this objective.
Yeah, look at that MP killing spree on the side of Granger. Now they're going to go for the turtle. I believe this turtle will not be contested again from SMU. Like I mentioned before, look at the goal difference set 4k right now. Securing this turtle will give them another, you know, few hundred, 15k right now. So it's MP for now. It seems like it's NP's game to lose. You know, they're being super aggressive. This is what they want to do. On the side of SMU, they gotta stop going for this unnecessary fight, right? So once they stop going for this unnecessary fight, start to defend and move together as a team, hopefully they can get the goal back in at least not so huge of a difference right now.
Yep, 3 members of NP rotating to the top now, stunned out by the Cooper onto Icy Angel, and just Electo, all the skills being laid down to take him down. Jazia with the split trying to help his teammate out a little bit, but nothing much he can do at this point, and they are just going to get a free kill off of that top side.
Yep, Ruby had a great idea. She uses the I'm Offended to get all the 3 members in to the turret, but unfortunately, you know, Glue doesn't have enough damage, and there you go.
Another kill on to Reggie now, and use Brilliance to kind of try to get away from this fight, but nothing much that they can do. 2 people down on the side of SMU, and they're trying to aggress with the last hit. Q Dicey picks up that last hit onto Jazia.
That was a nice shadow kill by Hayabusa, Q Dicey there. Now they're going to focus here up on the T2, up top. Ruby is going to go down in the hands of Hayabusa, and I believe they are going to rotate probably in the middle.
This draft has been absolutely devastating for SMU. You have Benedetta with, you know, Electo, and like can be slightly tanky as well. And then you have Hayabusa with the iframes, and you have Lunox with the Brilliance. Like, how are you even going to catch these people out?
Yeah, in terms of damage, they have huge damage coming in from NP, right? Main damage dealer is Granger, and then after that, Lunox will be the secondary. But look at that, Glue trying to get that Granger down, but in the end, he's managed to get that kill on that Granger. Now SMU is going to get that fight yet again, killing the Lunox. So 2 of the marksmen, 2 of the damage dealer is down, but here comes Benedetta with that, trying to get that Eudora down. Eudora is going to go down on the hands of Benedetta. Now Ruby is there trying to help his teammates, but Hayabusa trying to get that Harley. Harley manages to escape. It's going to be 3v1 at that point of time, but no more engagement coming in from both teams.
Yeah, it seems like SMU was a little bit late to the party. I felt like Blue stuck on like forever before his teammates arrived. They did get one kill onto MP, but just not quite enough as they managed to get the return kill. And now standout is Peace having to flicker away to safety, but will not be enough as he falls with Reggie picking up the credit.
Wow, the first time in this game, SMU won the team fight, right? I know it's Peace going down right now, but before that, two of the members of NP goes down. So they're going to go for this turtle. Let's see who has the last retribution. We're going to secure this turtle. I believe it's going to be on the hands of... Oh, Granger manages to get that!
Granger with the steal over there, and now Glue sticking on to him for some revenge. And Icy Angel trying to do as much as possible. I'm Offender being used, but Ranger actually picks up the kill in return, and he will get away from this scot-free. What?
Well, Rhapsody there has been used. Now they want to get this Glue. Glue is super tanky at this point of time. And look at Popol and Koopa trying to get that engage coming in. But the emotes coming in from Glue. He's just going to give up, and killing spree is given to Granger. So that was a huge play by Granger, right? Using that retribution. But SMU, I would say SMU still have a good chance of coming back from this fight because they have been sticking together for the past few team fights, right? So that is what they need to do. They need to stick together, and they need to get that Granger down and Lunox as soon as they can.
And that's how they won the previous team fight, right?
Yep.
I mean, Glue was right in peeling for his members, the rest of them grouped up and managed to take down one or two people from MP as well. But they do have Alice, so as the game goes on, Alice is just going to get stronger, so they have some cards to play, no pun intended, they have some cards to play on the side of SMU as well, but looks like a team fight is coming out in the mid lane.
Yep, there you go, double kill by Benedetta. Now they're trying to get that Granger, but Granger manages to secure the kill on that Glue. I believe they're gonna secure this last inhibitor up top and in the bottom. Look at that Benedetta going into the front lines, trying to clear that wave. That is what they want to do. Is this going to be the GG push? Look at Harley. Harley's going to go down. Team wipeout on the side of NP. Mayday, mayday. And there you go, the crystals. Look at the crystal. Look at the minions. It's going to go down. First game is going to go to NP.
Whew. That was insane. And they did it so quickly. So they got... Actually, they didn't even get an objective off the bat of that, right? And they just got some team fights, picked up everyone, and they closed off the game.
Exactly. They don't even need the Lord.
Yeah. Who needs the Lord?
Who needs
the Lord when you've got like 5, 6 people with Popol and Koopa coming down the lanes, wiping everyone out, and you just take the game?
Yep, exactly. So that was a huge game coming in from NP. I believe you're happy for it.
Yup. Let's go.
Yeah, let's see what they did right here. Now on the side of NP, look at the team participation, right? Granger 61%. All right, it's there. Lunox 61% is there. Popol and Koopa 48%. When you look at the composition on the side of the opponents, you got to see that whenever you go for a team fight, you know Granger is going to be there. All right, Lunox is going to be there. Popol and Koopa is going to be there. So you got to put that in your strategy in the next game. Like, okay, when they commit for team fights, at least 2 of the damage dealers is there together with the tank. So next time when we go for the team fight, we have to make sure that most of our teammates will be there to help us support this game.
So we'll see if they can adjust their strategy in the next game. But props to MP, 23-6, taking that game really convincingly.
Yep. Oh, look at the smile. Look at the smile on your face.
I'm so happy.
But again, on the side of SMU, right? The composition is not wrong. It's okay. You know, it's just that they need to fight as a team. You know, and try to be, fight as a team. Try to get heroes that if you know that NP is going for fast heroes, right? They're trying to close the game below 10 minutes. So they need to rotate fast. So get your offlaners that are pretty tanky. You know, Ruby was a good pick. You know, you can stick with that Ruby, or you can go one up like Uranus. You know, the only thing about Uranus is Uranus doesn't have a CC.
Right.
But in terms of his life region, rotating the map, being annoying. You know, last 2 weeks I saw like 3 members just going for one Uranus, and then after that, the Uranus teammates, right, they were like pushing up top. That's what Uranus can do. So they can go for this Uranus and do that split pushing. I believe they can win the second game.
Yep. And what do you think on the side of like damage? Because for SMU they had the ruby, right, and the glue as well, but it was kind of like Harley, Eudora didn't have the damage to get MP down quick enough.
Yep.
And Alice of course needed some time to scale up as well.
Exactly.
So how, in terms of that, how are we looking at the way that they are gonna adjust this strategy?
So in terms of for SMU, right, they know that NP wants to be aggressive. Like in the first game, they stole the buff from Harley. They didn't want the Harley to jungle as fast as he can. So expect them to do that again.
Yeah.
All right, expect them to do that again. So instead of going for Harley, for me, go for a marksman. All right, get that Granger. All right, try to get the Granger for yourself, or even YSS. You know, and try to rotate faster. And what do you call this? Try to defend your buff. You know,
Right.
to make sure that your hypers can secure that.
Right. So we'll see if they will pick up the Granger. I mean, Harley was first picked the last round,
Yep.
but maybe we'll see them going into another marksman this time around. But I believe the drafts, picks and bans are ready, so we should be going into that right now. So still going to be the Xbox ban for now.
Xbox,
Not going to
man.
see Xbox jumping into the fray with a War Axe. And I
Yeah.
think War Axe is like your favorite item right now, right?
Yeah, War X is not my favorite item,
That's not
but
a
it's Xbox favorite
item.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Xbox is definitely a priority ban at this point of time. You have War X with you. War X gave you more life, 10% cooldown reduction.
Yep.
Look, fire missiles, the first skill for Xbox is huge. The cooldown rate for fire missile is short,
Yeah.
right? You put
Stack
it
the
with, you
cooldown
stack it
reduction
with the
on
cooldown
top,
reduction
yeah.
on top of it. It's just crazy.
He's just flame throwing you all day.
Yep,
It's like, and if he
exactly.
doesn't, then he's gonna go in with Last Insanity and just burst you down.
Yeah, last insanity. There you go.
But right now, the first pick going to be Farsa on the side of NP. They actually opted to ban out the glue as well. So I think the glue was really annoying in the last round. Probably didn't want to deal with that anymore. So SMU for themselves going to take out the Benedetta as well as the Matilda. I like the Benedetta bans. Like,
Yep.
in response to how devastating it was the last game, right?
Yep. Especially in the first game whereby Harley wants to cure that purple buff and Benedetta came in out of nowhere, you know, being super aggressive, taking down the first blood on Harley, and that's
Yep.
where he starts to taper down.
Yep. But on the side of NP, going to be that Kaja, because now that's the hero that SMU led through with their bans. First pick, and on the side of SMU,
team is
they did
picking.
actually pick up the Granger, like you liked, and it will be the Saber as well.
Yep, Saber, it's a good pick. You know, especially when in the first game, NP having their mid laner who is super fast, rotating super well in the game, right? And managed to stay behind enemy lines. That's where you need Saber. So Saber, as an assassin, you know, hide in the bush, wait for the opportunity, just jump in.
Triple sweep. You're up in the air, and the next thing you know, maybe you just disappear.
Yeah. I saw Fanny just
Yeah,
now.
I saw they were hovering over it, but I guess not. Not gonna see that just yet. I find that, you know, people like to troll that a lot, and sometimes it sets like off the edge, right? Like, are they actually going
Yeah.
to pick that? But like, no, they're just
Your team
trolling.
is
So
banning.
we're gonna see what the actual heroes are. On the side of MP, going to be the Popo and Cooper as well as the Paquito. And SMU going to pick up the Marsha actually. What do you think of this Marsha pick?
Right, Marsha has always been a split pusher, right? And she excels at
Your
it,
team
especially
is
in the late
banning.
game. So it's different. It's off meta pick, which is which is something that I like.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking forward to see SMU
Your
on
team
this
is picking.
on this Marsha.
I guess that's what we talked about with Group A, right? They
Yep.
play a bit more of
Yeah.
the of meta picks. So
Yep,
coming
exactly.
through now is a Marsha and hovering over in Yves over here, which actually they might has been let through.
Yep, Yves is, I mean, if it's let through, grab him, grab her, right? She is annoying, especially, well, her in terms of power scaling, she's pretty much even, you know, early, mid, and late, and she can cancel a lot of CCs and skills coming in from the opponent team. So real manipulation is always good, but it seems like they are not going to go for it. They're going to go for Eudora instead, which is pretty decent.
Yep.
Pretty decent,
Still
not too
good,
bad.
like we talked about earlier.
Mhm.
NP. So their draft right now is really rounded towards, I think, picking someone off. They have, Kaja with the Divine Judgment, and of course they have Popo and Cooper to even set up the traps for that as well. And then you have Paquito, who can be kind of tanky, flanking from the side as well. So, and not to mention the Hayabusa that they
Yep.
just picked up. So it looks like they're kind of going for the same kind of strategy, picking someone off, flanking, coming from the side. Really aggressive team composition over there. So how do you think SMU is going to deal with that this time?
Okay, there you go. Kufra. That's a very good pick to counter actually YSS, Paquito, and Hayabusa, especially the bouncing ball. Right? A lot of these dash heroes, they like to use dash, and Kufra would actually nullify that.
Right.
Right, with that bouncing ball. So with that itself, it's considered as a CC. So that's where Team SMU can capitalize on the attacks after the CC.
So we are jumping into the second game between MP and SMU. MP taking the first game to their name, and we'll see how SMU looks like they have drafted, to tackle the strategy that MP has for themselves. But we'll see whether or not it works out. Any preferences between the two team compositions?
Well, I prefer SMU. Alright, because of the Kufra, Eudora is pretty much meta. But look at that, look at the mini-map. Look at how Kufra and Granger and Eudora is there trying to, protect the buff from getting stolen away.
And that's insane, right? It's like you need 3 people to protect your buff. It creates space, basically, for your other team members.
Yep, exactly. And there you go. You see Granger there in the minimap itself, trying to get that level 4, whereby in the first game, Hardy did not manage to get that.
Fate now, flicker in by JC, are now trying to get Fate with the last line of health, and it will be Saber who picks up the first blood. I think SMU and MP, looks like they have quite enough content with this first kill, now turning the tables around, taking the first kill of the game to SMU.
Alright, we are still looking at both hypers here at level, well, YSS having a slight advantage at level 3 right now, but Granger is not too far behind. He just managed to get his level 3 now. So take a look at the mini-map up top there. Granger and YSS, they're going to meet each other up top. But look at here, Fate is going to go down.
You see how many times Fate he was just up in the air, like bouncing. Like, he was just CC'd for the longest time and then taken down. So already 2 deaths now to Fate. Doesn't look quite good for him.
Yep, like I mentioned before, Kufra, right, is definitely a counter pick. That's what they're going for. And now they're going to rotate here in the bottom. It's going to be 4. It's going to be 4v1 here if they want to go for that, but instead it's a good idea for them to go for the objective instead, which is the turtle, and it's going to be a common fight again here coming in. Popo and Koopa. YSS manages to steal that turtle with that retribution and get 1-4-1 kill for both NP and SMU, and they say, why not? Let's try to steal this purple buff while we are at it.
Yep, off the top of that, might as well, get another advantage, but the ball lightning is going to come in with people. He aggresses onto them instead and gets them really low, but isn't gonna go more. But Reggie now coming in onto Peace, chunking down his health, choosing to back away. They're just coming in one by one now. JCR coming in, but will take the chance to bounce away as a ball.
Yeah, you saw that. YSS wants to get that kill on the Saber, right? The moment he saw Kufra, he backs away.
Yep.
Because he knows that if he's going to use that blood flood, it's not going to do any good.
Yep.
He can't dash away or dash in because of that Kufra.
Yeah, so I think that's MP showing that, they're really, really aware of the map and the possible rotations, not committing to any fights that might turn that's not in their favor, but now trying to take people under the tower. But coming in is the Kufra with the counter, going to pick up 1 kill for themselves, a return kill onto people. JZR once more, trying to chase out Peace, but IBX is here for backup, and they will choose the better of it.
Again, Kufra with that bouncing ball. Hayabusa was being super aggressive, trying to get that kill. Bouncing ball stopped him in his tracks from that quad shadow, and the tower just bring him down. There you go.
And that's the thing. I mean, Kufra we saw came in as one of the later picks.
Yes.
I don't think MP kind of saw that coming with the picks that they had, and it was like they didn't have any time to react to that Kufra anymore. And now it's proving to be the strategy that's like taking MP down.
Yep, exactly. Now MP, it's pretty much even out. You know, we are at 4 minutes right now. In the first game, 4 minutes, you know the MP was wrecking
Yeah.
the whole map. But now it's at 4 minutes. It's pretty even for both teams. And you see like here, in the bottom lane, these two off laners, right, they're just going to even each other out. In terms of, because Paquito can't leave her alone. If Paquito leave Marsha alone, and here comes Hayabusa there using that quad shadow,
Flicker
trying to
away
get
from
that
Ice
kill.
Angel. Oh, will go down though to Ben's over here picking up the kill. I guess Marsha's 3 health bars weren't quite enough to sustain her in that fight. So they did, I think, get a return kill though on the top side. So an opportunity for SMU to start picking up this turtle.
Yep, for one for both teams. If SMU is going to get this turtle, I think they will. No contest coming in. So in terms of that last 1-for-1 trade-off, SMU got the upper hand because of the objective.
Yep, so looking across, I mean, the kills, they are kind of dead even, right? I mean,
Yep.
5 to 5 kills. The gold lead is 3k kind of in favor of MP. But it's not like SMU doesn't have a chance to come back, and they have been doing very well. So 3 kills on the side of people as well. What's going to be the deal breaker here?
Well, I believe the deal breaker is definitely going to be the Lord, right? If whoever secure the Lord is going to be 6v5, right? But here's the thing though, if you secure the Lord, you have to be smart enough to sync up your lane. If you don't sync up your lane, then the Lord is going to be a wasted Lord, right? So there you go, it's going to be 1 there. And yep, the deal breaker is definitely going to be the Lord for me.
So the lot not quite up yet. We might see an objective coming up, but in the meantime, MP on the top side chunking down on the objectives. They do actually have 3 turrets to their name now, and SMU hasn't taken a single one. So in terms of the map, MP does have a lot of control that gives them a lot of space to start contesting objectives like the turtle that's coming up in under 40 seconds. So what's this going to mean for SMU?
So the good thing about NP, what they are doing is right now that they realize that during the team fight, they are pretty even. So if you are even in teams fight, you cannot get game, what is the next best thing that you're going to do? Go for the objective. And that's what they are doing that right now. So what SMU needs to do, they need to realize this, that they are going for the objective gaming. So now, they have to match the objective gaming, and it's going to be a fight breaking out here.
Yep, I see Angel in a little bit of trouble. Flickers out to safety. Ben's also managing to get away, so they will disengage, but that gives SMU the opportunity to take down this turret.
Yep, like I mentioned before, now SMU has to change their objective, right? So instead of going for that fight, instead of going for that kills, they need to get the objective done, because you look at the mini-map, the top side of it, they are only left with the inhibitor turret.
Yep.
YSS wasn't there for the fight, but he was there to push. Now, you see, they're going for another objective again. This is going to be the third turtle. After this, it's going to be the Lord himself. It's going to be a fight here.
Ooh, and knocked up now actually is just Cooper, but in the meantime, Popo will fall as well in the backline, and now the rest of MP chasing onto SMU, trying to get Jazia, but they're too far behind, going to have to let this one go. But MP, they have been insane. So while the turtle was being aggressed on by MP, 3 of them actually grouped up on the bottom lane to take down 1 kill. So this spacing on the map, the map control that they have has given them so much space to take kills, to take the objectives, and they convert them into kind of like an advantage for themselves. So we have 9 kills to 7, but SMU hasn't kind of been able to translate that into anything that helps them really get ahead in this game, right?
Exactly, you are right. And that is, okay, there you go, Kufra there coming in, misses that one, but Tyrant's Race was being used, but here's come the Ocelot coming in from Team NP, trying to get that backline on that Granger. Hayabusa securing the kill, Popol and Koopa securing that kill on that Eudora himself. Now they're trying to push up in the middle and bottom as well. Look at Paquito trying to cut the wave and actually trying to tell Marsha, like, oh, come on, get me. You know, I'm here. I'm one-on-one. Let's go.
This is like a sheer lack of
Oh man!
Benz is just like, I'm I'ma just stand here, and you know, if you wanna come, I'ma take you.
Yep.
If you don't, I'm still gonna go under your turrets. And there was nothing much that Icy Angel could do in that skirmish, and actually fell to Benz in the end. So going to be another turret to the name of MP right now. But Ben's now in a little bit of trouble, knocking up people, and actually IBX picking the kill for himself. Will get a return kill onto Benz, but Fate here for the aggression. Ouija kill used onto Divin here will be able to pick up the kill, and it is 2-for-1 trade in favor of MP, but they haven't had enough.
Yep, there you go. Saber wants to get that Popol and Koopa, but he didn't realize that YSS was there. And YSS securing that kill on that Saber. It's going to be 2-for-1 trade-off on the side of Team NP. And with that being said, Granger is out. Granger is out, and who else is the other guy who's out? I think Kaja. No, not Kaja.
Reggie,
Reggie
the
is out.
Saber is out as
Yep,
well.
Saber is out, so that's the reason why they are going for this slot here. And there you go, like I mentioned before, it's going to be 6v5, but Marsha is going to go down in the hands of Popol and Koopa. But look at that, Granger overextended a bit. Now they're going to go for that. Granger can't escape this. Onslaught coming in, double kill on that Popol and Koopa. Don't make the same mistake as Granger Saber. So Saber is going to reset that because Lord is knocking on the top floor.
Yep, SMU, they had a great start with the Kufra. We talked about that. But somehow NP just playing the macro game. They got the objectives and they farmed up, and now Fate is just like absolutely tough to deal with. And you have the Popol traps to set that up. You have Kaja to set that up for yourself, and they're just taking them one by one.
Exactly. Look at MP now, trying to sync up the wave. This is what they want to do. The Lord is up top. They are pushing the middle. They are pushing the bottom. The bottom is down now. It's left with the middle inhibitor turret. There you go. Popol and Koopa securing that kill on that Kufra, which is huge, especially when SMU wants to defend this base right here.
Yup, that insane Divine Judgment. It was like forever. He would just pull right in the middle of them, and they will continue to get another pick off for themselves. Right now, 3 members on SMU already down, and Fate going in for another. Going right to the base and picking up Divin for himself. They wiped out the entire team of SMU, and now doing a little dance around the core before they chunk it down. IBX falling really low, but it will be game 2 taken by NP once again.
Wow. Again, that smile on your face. All right, there you go. NP, well played by them, 25-11. It's a huge win, even for the first game as well. The huge win. Again, like I said, the huge thing was the team participation.
Yep.
Right. YSS is there. GGWP. 72% team participation, together with Popol and Koopa 52, and Fate as well, Hayabusa with 52%. So 2 of their main damage dealer is always there for team fights, and that's how they win team fights. They secure the objective, they look at the map, they secure the Lord. That's how they get the win.
Yep, so congratulations to NP taking away that first best of 3 between against SMU. So another win to their name. Looks like SMU not quite getting the one win for themselves just yet.
I really wanted SMU to win, so that they can get that one win, and then they're gonna be like, MP, I win, that kind of stuff.
And that would be big, right?
Yeah,
because
that would be
MP has been quite there, right? They won 3 games to their names right now. But
the only thing that I'm not saying that they did wrong, but the thing that they can improve on is actually the map rotation. Team composition is good. The idea was there. They go up as a team, they follow up as a team, but their rotation needs to be faster. That's the only thing.
They had the Kufra though. They just didn't kind of snowball that into the late game. So props to SMU.
Yep.
But congratulations to MP for taking that one.
Yep, and after this, we're going to go to the second game. So we're going to go for a short break. We will see you guys soon. So like what they say, be here or be spear. We see you guys soon.